Inside a bus, a group of thugs is harassing a young girl. Just as the situation begins to spiral out of control, a man wearing black sunglasses boards the bus, followed by a pregnant woman. The man politely offers his seat to the woman. But moments later, one of the thugs casually sits in that spot.
Excuse me? Fuck. Hold it, please.
Although visibly angry, the man stays calm and gives his sunglasses to the woman before mercilessly beating the thugs. He seizes a knife from their hands and throws it out the window. That man is Ray Quick, a veteran and former CIA explosives expert now living as a freelancer, far removed from a normal life, due to an incident that occurred years ago. In 1984, Ray and Colonel Ned Trent are assigned a kill mission in South America. Their target is a drug trafficker, and the method is highly precise: blow up a bridge as the target crosses. Ray, meticulous and cautious, plants explosives with careful calculation. But Trent, reckless and cold-blooded, immediately initiates the detonation. As the target's vehicle approaches, Ray sees through his binoculars a little girl sitting next to the trafficker. He immediately orders the mission aborted. Trent, indifferent, insists on carrying out the mission, claiming the decision is his to make.
Kid just took a bad ride, that's all. Is it tip, Ray? There is... Activate the failsafe. Fucking psycho!
Because the bomb lacks an automatic abort system, Ray rushes to manually disarm it. Time runs out, and a massive explosion destroys the bridge just as Ray reaches the final explosive. He makes eye contact with the little girl in the car just before it explodes and plummets into the river.
You'll never make it.
Wounded, Ray barely survives and immediately confronts Trent, who aims a pistol at him. A brutal fight ensues. Ray is shot, but still manages to fight back and subdue Trent.
Watching it die. You like take...
After the incident, Ray reports Trent's actions to the CIA. Trent is fired, while Ray, disappointed and consumed by guilt, resigns. From that moment on, he disappears and leaves the world of intelligence behind. 10 years pass. In 1994, Ray lives in solitude in an old warehouse turned personal headquarters. He still works as an explosives expert, but only takes selective jobs and never meets his clients face-to-face. Meanwhile, Trent, stripped of his military status, is now head of security for Joe Leon, a powerful Cuban-American mafia boss in Miami. One night, Ray's kill order system suddenly activates. A woman contacts him, requesting help to eliminate 3 men who have ruined her life. Ray refuses, suggesting legal action. But the woman argues that the law has been bought with money and power. Though initially reluctant, Ray becomes intrigued and begins investigating her. He follows her to a funeral and learns her name is May. As a child, May witnessed her parents being murdered by 3 men, including Thomas Leon. Her father hid her in a closet before being killed. Since then, May harbors deep-seated revenge and lives for only one purpose: of vengeance. Though Ray regards her as emotionally unstable and dangerous, he eventually agrees to assist her. Under the alias Adrian Hastings, May infiltrates the Leon family circle. She seduces Thomas Leon with her cold beauty. Meanwhile, Trent, ever suspicious of Ray's emergence, begins to monitor May's actions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've never seen you before.
Observing from afar, Ray realizes he is growing emotionally attached to May. He understands that he has fallen in love with this wounded woman. One by one, May's targets are hunted. Ray plants a bomb in Charlie's office, one of the murderers of May's parents. When Charlie opens the door, the bomb detonates and kills him instantly. Knowing immediately it's Ray's handiwork,
A crab shell, you wouldn't. This guy is good, Joe.
Yo, I'll find him.
You're Mayo.
Trent, assigned to investigate, demands full control of the operation and begins strategizing. Meanwhile, May gets closer to Thomas, working her way deeper into the Leon circle. She even pretends to accept his vile behavior, all to satisfy her vengeance. When Thomas humiliates her at a party, Ray, watching from a distance, is furious. May becomes further traumatized until Ray calls her and begins planning so she doesn't have to approach the target again. Ray proceeds with his mission. The next target is a large, paranoid man also involved in May's parents' murders. Extremely cautious, checking under cars and elevators, he remains vulnerable and triggers the bomb Ray set. A massive explosion occurs, sending one target 5 meters in the air and killing 2 people on the spot. Incensed by the result, Trent storms in, still sarcastic even in fury, proving he hasn't lost his sense of humor. Enraged, he storms into Thomas's villa and slaps May. He orders her to lure Ray out of hiding. Their original arrangement, May gets her 3 bodies, and Trent gets Ray quick. Trent issues May an ultimatum: if Ray doesn't show within 24 hours of the 3rd death, May will be tortured. Unbeknownst to Ray, May has secretly been cooperating with Trent. They struck a deal: Trent would help her get close to Thomas for revenge, in exchange for May helping to capture Ray. But since Ray refuses to meet face to face, May struggles to follow through.
I got you inside, buddy. I created.
What do you want me to do, Ned? He doesn't want to take a meeting. Ned, you need me.
You've outlived your usefulness. Is that possible?
Trent warns that if Ray doesn't surface after the 3rd target is eliminated, May's fate will be worse than anything Thomas ever did. At that moment, Thomas arrives and tension surges. He and Trent exchange suspicious, domineering glares. If it weren't for his father Joe appreciating Trent's past services, Thomas might have killed him then and there. Unseen by them, Ray has laid a 3rd trap. The final culprit in May's parents' deaths 28 years ago is Thomas himself. Studying his habits, Ray breaks into a hotel and swaps a tea kettle for a bomb. As the bomb is about to go off, Ray sees May enter the room. Panicking, he sprints over, but the place is swarming with Twin Dragons organization members.
Just a second.
Mayman.
Ray is forced to retreat silently. In the rain, Ray tries calling May from a payphone but gets no answer. Meanwhile, Trent attends Thomas's funeral. Joe weeps before his son's casket and unleashes rage on Trent. He blames Trent for failing to protect Thomas and orders him to capture the explosives expert before the service ends.
You're responsible.
And you know what I want.
He's lying in a box.
Understand? Tomé. Espero que attention.
before I bury Tom. Sure.
Believing May died in the explosion, Ray is consumed by grief. That night, he sneaks into May's apartment, taking her necklace and stockings as mementos, then leaves. Meanwhile, Trent, aware that May is missing, moves forward with his plan. He fakes news of her death in newspapers and stages a funeral, hoping Ray will show. When Ray returns to his base, he sees a new note from Adrian, May's alias, on their usual comm board. Sensing something amiss, he replies, only to realize it's a trap set by Trent and a bomb squad. Alert and cautious, Ray demands to speak with Trent by phone. Tension spikes as old wounds unleashed. Trent, feeling belittled, grows enraged when Ray calls him a heartless killer and a CIA disgraced loser. Ray ends the call abruptly. He refuses to be drawn into emotional chaos.
And I'm still alive. Losing your job as a CIA attack dog was like jerking off for you. Just watching this blood and body. Dead killing people pulling. What is this? Your head was severed.
Still lost and haunted by multiple emotions, Ray decides to attend May's fake funeral to say a final goodbye. There, he's stunned to see the body in the coffin is not May. Moments later, the church doors open, May emerges. Ray, overwhelmed, checks she's unarmed, then they leave together for a hotel, clutching each other in relief and emotion. At the same moment, Trent and his men burst into the church, threatening the priest to open the casket. Realizing May is alive, they spring into action.
Open the casket. In casket!
Think so.
Is it worth it?
At the hotel, Ray finally learns May faked her death to fool Thomas's circle. He plants her wallet into the hospital bag of a dying woman so authorities will identify that body as hers. This failure sends Trent into a rampage. He deploys all his underworld and police contacts to hunt Ray and May. A clue points to their hotel. Meanwhile, May, fresh from showering, leaves a note saying she's not trustworthy. Before she can flee, Trent and his men arrive.
Let's go, get out, come on! May?
And I got him. It worked. I mean, I don't have to tell you.
To me.
Uh-huh.
You did all this.
Cornered, May feigns cooperation, takes a phone from someone, and calls Ray to warn that Leon's men are closing in. Ray, suspicious, believes May might be setting him up. Rage flares, he hangs up and prepares to escape. Using available materials, he rigs a bomb trap. When Trent and his team burst in, Ray, the bomb expert, has planted a complex system. As one places the phone, a massive explosion rocks the building.
Leon's men are on their way.
Floors collapse and plunge into the sea.
Go!
Pre-prepared, Ray cuts power and slips into the kitchen, fighting off Trent's goons. He even flings one into a boiling pot of water. Furious, Martin orders the hotel sealed and Ray captured alive. But Ray is more than an explosives expert, he was once special forces, incredibly resilient. Ray disappears once again. Desperate, Trent decides to hand May to Joe.
Ray
break quick as well.
That's the bitch that was banging Tomas.
And Stan Monroe.
Pretending compliance, May names her parents. This shocks Joe. He remembers the couple he ordered executed 28 years ago. His rage ignites, and he moves to kill her. Trent stops him, insisting May still has value. With Joe's blessing, Trent orders May to lure Ray out. She calls Ray, convinces him it's urgent. Though wary, Ray agrees to meet at an oceanfront restaurant. Using secret codes, May alerts him it's a trap.
Do you remember the fountain? All right.
Double M seafood.
I meant every word.
And I'll be listening. But if he's in there,
Go in and get him yourself.
Kill her.
Ray, prepared, rigs explosives around the pier. As armed forces approach, massive explosions destroy the area. Ray and May escape by boat.
Bad plan, Ned.
what do you think he's gonna top that? Get in there! Come on, go, you chicken shit! Damn it!
The next day, Trent reviews Ray's phone recordings and ambient noise, tracing movements through traffic routes. He discovers Ray's hideout and raids it with police.
Regulation 4 and 4.
But he ain't one of them.
Look at that.
Hey, Henry!
Inside, Ray and May are deep in conversation. May insists on completing her mission. Joe Leon, the real mastermind, is still alive. Ray implores her to let go of the past, but May stands firm. Before they can flee, police sirens wail. The area is besieged. Ray triggers a self-destruct system that sets off a cascade of traps. Explosions disorient the police and injure Trent's men.
Nation sequence. Code.
Top of the world.
Control.
Old explosion at the inner perimeter is breached.
I'm afraid to ask.
This place is very... Everywhere. Don't worry, they're not armed yet. These like the pressure mine sequence. If one goes, they all go.
This is good. Nice sneak attack.
Do not.
Oh shit.
Perhaps. Perimeter.
That's a good one. I taught him that.
Gunfire will automatically. Warn.
Some irony blowing up the bomb this low. Yeah.
Or 2 square miles.
Listen up! Anybody? Place is wired, I'm gonna take him alive! That's new. Amateur hour.
They're crazy.
You gotta do everything yourself.
Perimeter breach, Ray.
I'll lead you through the pressure vents.
Evacuate.
As they prepare to escape through secret passages, Trent, familiar with Ray's tactics, detonates a wall and blocks them.
Destruction sequence.
Go move!
I'm
Ray?
lose, I win.
At the critical moment, Trent reveals that May's cigarette case contains a bomb planted by him. Ray opens it to find a deadly mercury sensor device. Cornered, Trent boasts of his victory and accuses Ray of always wanting to protect others. But in a moment of carelessness, Trent steps on one of Ray's traps and is killed in the blast. Ray grabs the bomb from May and tells her to run. Together, they burst through the door as a huge explosion destroys the building behind them. They emerge safely.
8 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 6 seconds.
In the final scene, Ray sends Joe Leon a bomb necklace. Moments later, a massive explosion destroys Joe's location. Inside his car, May hears the blast and knows her mission is complete. She climbs into Ray's car, and they drive off together, leaving a dark past behind, opening a new chapter of life free from vengeance, violence, and sorrow. The end.